Hi Ghosties, it's Meg Ghosty. So we're gonna be reviewing another bloody £100 suit. Well, not another, because I basically don't do that. But then again, I'm doing it because of boredom. Anyway, anywho, anyhow, this is Dark Bobo. She's not supposed to look like a replica of the Dark Bobo in the story. I mean, look at how many suits we have. We have the workshop that's actually a replica of the characters with Nikki's body. But when it comes out of that workshop, we have cosplays. So it's not supposed to be an exact flipping outfit of that dog Bobo that we see in the flipping story. It's more of like representing her. Anyway, so so I forgot where I was going with because I got distracted. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and explain what's going on around her because I know my ghosty stuff. So I'm gonna use that logic on this. I look at this scene as like a dreamy, misty, typical, like not typical, more like a dark, dreamy land where Dark Bobo has been summoned, and that portal is the real world. So it's more like the wind, the mist is wrapping around her because she's basically getting pulled out, as well, how far I know. But they try to make it look dreamy as possible because we don't want realism into this. It's more like a fabrication, a hallucination, dream, flipping, I don't know, anything that is not real that only you can see. So I see that in this. So I'm trying to make sense. Dark Bobo in the story is taking over Bobo's body because Bobo lost herself. So Dark Bobo found her weakness and took over Bobo's body. Now, what does that sound like? A demon. A demon takes the vulnerable you, possesses you, and the only thing that you see is a woman in distress, and that's in fact the demon what's doing to her on the outside. So at least that makes sense on this. So she took over Bobo, took over her body, took over her mind, and she's in fact what we see in that black dress. So there you go with that explanation. Actually, I'm just literally trying to explain as best as I could in my knowledge. So hopefully it helps you. So that's why it looks a bit like too much around her and what's going on. She's getting dragged out of her dark realm to take over Bobo. Okay, so there is that. We have the default pose, the pose on this, and yes, it's all in different colors. We have blacks, silvers, golds, pinks, purples. What else? Tiny bit of green, gray. Where else? I don't know. I kind of lost count. So we have a lot of colors on his suit, and I actually don't hate that because if you think about it, we kind of complain about, oh, this is too much of the color we don't have in our wardrobe. She's going to be sitting in my wardrobe without getting used. That's everybody's problem and everybody's thoughts. This suit, yeah, sure, is muddled up with colors, but at least we could take her apart and use items that actually matches the stuff we have in our wardrobes already. Like the wings, for example. Red and black. We could use it for that train thing magic. You know, that woman that sleeps on the train. She has this black and red dress. We got it in Sarai's gift. Demon Lament. That helicopter woman. We see where we're going with this. That flipping blood beacon. It goes on and on. We have a lot of red and black items. We lost count. So is this really an issue? No. We could actually tear her apart and use it in the category that we want her. The hair, the cutesy look, the flipping dress, the royal kind of like dark queen look, the wings, fallen angel in black and red look, the flipping crown, I don't know if the bubbles come while the thorn in her hair comes out. Depends. But the thorn theme going on her head, we could actually make a thorn princess. The sleepy makeup, we could use we could actually create a sleepy woman. The cage, we could at least make like a butterfly theme. A butterfly galaxy theme. So it's not really like all crisis. We could actually create something with this suit. It doesn't have to all match. It's the same. We don't have to all match that one color or two colors or three colors. I don't care. At least we could tear her apart and use it in many variety of categories we have in fashion. So she's not really a big issue on that. The pose, though the pose is very questionable. I don't know. I think the dress, the stockings, the shoes are all connected, but the hair isn't. So we could take the hair apart and use a dark or white hair. I don't care. At least the hair isn't attached to her body, so at least we could take that. So the pose in general is not that bad. It's not that bad. The cage somehow, hopefully the cage comes on its own and not really attached to a dress, so that's not really a problem either. The wings are a bit of a concern. I don't know if the wings are disconnected themselves from the body, so we don't have to worry about that. It just all depends on what I know. Well, not what I know, is what I'm guessing, I hope. We have this cage. Now, many of you, I really am going to slam you all with a book, because many of you confuses this like cage to be silver. Okay, so we have the suit up here. Well, we got a close-up version with this. What's up with her silver? You're gonna say it's more shinier, right? Because this is the silver that you're looking for. So, why am I pointing this out? You guys are very funny. Very funny. I'm not high, by the way. Very funny. This is a light grey. A light grey is different from silver. Silver is more like a glossed down metallic version of what light grey is. So this is why it has less shine, because it's not supposed to shine like that. It's grey. It's a metallic grey. It's the dimmed down version of what we normally see in silver. So I'm not really like pointing at that because I thought it was actually knowledgeable. I thought many people knew this. But how did I even know that it's grey? So if you're gonna go back out of this and go in events number 2, right, it's the same thing going on with her crown. Hold on. It's like mix of silver and grey together. These things pointing up, that's grey. These things going on around here, silver, I think. I don't know. It could be all grey, but it's more like a shiny grey. I don't know. But the solid proof of this is in this guy's sword. This is grey. You see that its dimmed versions shine? Because it's not supposed to shine like silver. It's grey. It's metallic. Now we all get the point. We all get to see the evidence of the silver and the grey and how it's different shine. So we got that out of the way. Thank goodness. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, so we could use the fawn crown and the fawn hair thing with with the black beckons fawns that comes around here and here. So she's not completely useless. We could use the black beckons thorns for a fawny princess. Then we have the ornaments. There's a lot of purple, black, and a bit of red with white, gold, and whatever. If you're going to point out the most tiniest color scheme, I'm going to flip. But then again, you did. You pointed out the flipping green. Do you see that green? Do you see that green from this distance? Because we don't. Unless we zoom in. Voila. It's green. But then again, it's not very that noticeable when it's that far away. So what's your problem? Do you have to nitpick everything? I don't know. But it's not really supposed to actually stand out, and it's not. It's not really noticeable with the pose either. Because look. My goodness. It's not popping out. Sure, we see something light in the eye, but it's not like that bright of the green. So, I don't know what to do with that. The ornaments are very difficult to use in my opinion though. I have to agree the ornaments do look kind of tricky to use. But I'm actually coming with the possible chances for you to mix up these items with other items we have in our wardrobe. Why are you all acting like it's I only have this one color scheme in my wardrobe and she won't fit well because she's multicolored. So the rest of the suits, they have like at most 3 or 4 colors on theirs. This one has the obvious outgoing color scheme I've ever seen a suit in this game. And to be honest, she is worth, depending on the story as well that she comes with, she is worth 100 because we can actually create multiple categories with this suit. We have the black and red going with the black and red items. We have the pink hair that could go with the pastel Lolita, sweet Lolita kind of like items. We have the dress that looks a bit like a royalty. We could actually test that dress. We could have the modern shoes, the modern tights. We have the cage that's so big enough that you could see. We have a lot going on in this suit. You're expecting something like Starry in the Night or whatever her name is, and flipping Ode of Glory. They're all in that one category. This one has multiple categories. Like I said, it adds up to what my theory is. She is not real. She's a dream. So she has colors that are not supposed to make sense because she's a dream. She's a character. Now, in our cartoons, we see cartoons wearing red shirts, blue pants, which doesn't really go. And then they have multiple colors in their Lolita dresses. I'm talking about Lala Loopsies or something. I don't know. But they have a lot going on them. And I don't see many of you adults, mothers, fathers, complaining about that. Because you know you're not using it for your own benefit, right? So why are you complaining about this one? It doesn't make sense to me. So I don't think she's that bad. I think she's worth $100 because of the so many categories, and it depending if the story is actually good. The only person that can prove that is Irie, so I can't really like say it's guaranteed. I'm saying it's a possibility that yeah, the story can be good, might be good, but I do feel like her items will mix well in our wardrobes. So I'm not really hating on it. Anyway, we just might as well just log this one out, and depends on what you see this video as. Do you think I'm being biased? Do you think I'm not? I don't know. I don't care. Why would I change now? Have a nice life. You know what? I'm in my homepage. Why are you lagging? There we go. Bye.